Hello and welcome to League One Game Week 10 predictions. If you do like the League One predictions, don't forget to drop a like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. Game Week 10 getting into the big bit of the season now between October and December, kind of sees out what is going to happen this season, what it will look like come the end of the season. Probably we already have a rough idea of the teams that are in and around there in League One at the moment. So yeah, let's just jump straight into my League One Game Week 10 predictions. So to the half 12 kickoffs we go, and it is Wimbledon taking on Wickham in the first match. Wickham did sack Mike Dodds, have been on a little bit of a run since then, beating Wigan in the cup last night. Very good win in that one, and 2-0 home win over Northampton, dragging them out of the relegation zone. Michael Duff is in charge, of course, as we know now, at Wickham Wanderers. Wimbledon did beat Doncaster at the weekend by 3-1. Very solid win for Wimbledon in that one. This one's going to be a really tough game because you've got Wickham on a new manager bounce under Michael Duff, looking to respond, maybe get towards those playoff places towards the end of the season. Wimbledon do very well at home. This one's a really, really tight one to call. I am going to back a draw in this one. I think I'm actually going to back a 1-1 draw. I think both sides are doing really well. I don't think there'll be a lot to separate them. I think it'll be a very tight encounter, this one. So yeah, backing a 1-1 draw between Wimbledon and Wickham in this one. The other half 12 game is a bit of a local one where Leyton Orient take on Stevenage at the BetRight Stadium in London. Reading did beat Leyton Orient. Very disappointing defeat for Richie Wellens' side. In that one, they'll be looking to do a little bit better than that this time around. Stevenage 2, Exeter 1. Very, very good win for Stevenage over Exeter in that one. Mansfield 1, Stevenage 1 before that. Last time these sides did play in a head-to-head was 1-0 win for Leyton Orient on Thursday the 27th of March and then back in November it was a 0-0 draw back at Stevenage. Leyton Orient, it's been a fairly even head-to-head at Leyton Orient, or they have got 5 wins, 5 draws and 3 losses, so Leyton Orient do edge it slightly. I'm good about the home side in this one, maybe stupid, I know. I'm going to back for a nice 1-0 home Leyton Orient win in this one, just for them to get over the line in this one. And yeah, Leyton Orient to win this by a 0-0 over Stevenage in this one, despite Stevenage's very good start and them sitting second table at the moment. Into the 3 o'clock as we go then, and it is Barnsley taking on Port Vale. Barnsley getting absolutely spanked by Brighton 6-0. Well, they're not the only team that's got spanked by Brighton in the EFL Cup this year, and that was Oxford that did that as well. Might have took a bit of confidence out of them. Did that Gomez scored 4 of them goals last night, and then Howland Ayari topped it off to make it 6-0 to the Seagulls in that one. Despite that, Port Vale, on the other hand, beating Mansfield by 2-1, beating Exeter 2-0. They've been on a bit of a decent run lately. Have Port Vale. Yeah, they'll be looking to win this, although Barnsley should be a lot tougher opposition than what they have faced in the last couple of games. Head-to-head records, Barnsley did win here 7-0 back in the 2023-24 season in League One. Last time they did play in League One was that, and a 3-2 away win for Barnsley in that one. I am going to back Conor Hourihane side, despite the 6-0 loss in the week to the Brighton. They're not really going to take a lot from that, to be fair. But yeah, going to back Barnsley to win this by 2-1, I think, over Port Vale in this one. So yeah, Barnsley to win this by 2-1 here. Bradford take on Blackpool then at Bradford at the University of Bradford Stadium. Bradford, very, very good back-to-back wins over Huddersfield and Cardiff. Very, very good for them. They are currently top of League One, while Blackpool and Steve Bruce kind of struggling down in 22nd. This is the kind of game Blackpool would win, though, against a team that's doing very, very well at the top of the table. Surely Bradford don't win this again, don't they? Last time they did play was back in 2019. It was a 4-1 away win for Blackpool over Bradford. And then 3-0, 3-2 win for Blackpool over Bradford in that one. So yeah, Bradford will want to get this place rocking again. I'm sure they are going to get it rocking again. I am going to back Bradford City in this one. I'm going to quite comfortably, just because I think Blackpool's defence and the goalkeeper's not great, is he? Bailey Peacock, Farrell in goal. I'm going back Bradford City to win this by 3-1 over Steve Bruce's Blackpool in this one. Graham Alexander, what a job he is doing at Bradford so far. Got them out of League 2. He's trying to get them out of League 1. Could be back-to-back promotions for Bradford City. But yeah, I'm backing them to win this by 3-1 in this one. Burton versus Plymouth now then. Plymouth battering Tottenham's Academy last night by 6-2 in the EFL Trophy. They did lose to Peterborough at the weekend, which was a bit of a downer really. Huddersfield got a draw against Burton, or Burton got a draw against Huddersfield. Very solid point for that for Gary Bowyer's men at the start of this season. Burton 0, Lincoln 1. Burton 2 and Liverpool, yeah, that was in the cup. And then, yeah, Burton still currently sit bottom of League 1, and they are currently 3 points away from safety. They do need to win this. Can I see them beating Plymouth? They've got a chance because Plymouth haven't started the best of the Tom Cleverley, but I think they're just trying to build now Plymouth, but that 1-0 loss at Peterborough hasn't really helped them. I am going to back Argyle in this one, though. I'm going to go for a nice 2-0 away victory. I think they're actually going to keep a clean sheet. I know they haven't won, apart from that Luton win, in absolutely ages. I know beating Luton there shows it. But yeah, I'm going back Plymouth for another away win back-to-back. And they're going to get 2 in quick succession after none before that in like long years. I don't know when their last away win was. But yeah, back in Plymouth for a nice 2-0 away win over Burton in this one. Exeter Huddersfield now. Huddersfield on a bit of a damp patch at the moment. You would probably say losing to Bradford, but then did beat Peterborough before that. They lost to Barnsley in there as well. So yeah, I do think there's going to be issues there. Exeter on an absolutely horrible run. Lost 4 of their last 5 matches, and that 5th game was way back when against Peterborough United by 3-0. 3-1 win for Exeter back in April. Earlier this year, back in October, was a 2-0 win for Huddersfield Town. Last time they have played at Exeter, Huddersfield have been better in 2011, but that's way long ago. Exeter usually are quite good at home. I'm actually going to back a Desmond in this one. Go back a 2-2 draw between these two sides. I think Exeter can give Huddersfield a right go at home, and I can definitely see it. So yeah, back in a 2-2 draw between Exeter and Huddersfield in this one. Luton take on Doncaster now then. Luton will be definitely looking to win this, won't they? Yeah, 100% for Luton Town in this one. They're at home. They haven't been the best recently, losing at home to Plymouth and losing away at Lincoln as well at the weekend. They do currently sit in 11th place. Matt Bloomfield, not really sure what's going on there, to be honest. Is it the manager? I don't know. They did sack Rob Edwards, and look what he's doing at Middlesbrough. Maybe it's just a club thing or the players at Luton Town. Last time they did play was back in 2019, was a 4-0 win for Luton, and then Doncaster beat Luton in 2018. So yeah, I'm not sure really what's happened to Luton since they got relegated from the Premier League. Any Luton fans do let me know in the comments what has happened in the decline. But I am gonna back a Luton home win. I think it'd be tight and scrappy. Doncaster haven't been great recently. I'm going back Luton by 1-0 in this one. So yeah, I'm going back Luton to win this. Quite scrappy, I think, but I think they'll get over the line. See you back at Luton to win this by 1-0 over Doncaster in this one. Mansfield versus Rotherham now then. Mansfield, I'm not sure where Mansfield are they in. Leicestershire, Derbyshire probably. Just making the short trip up to Rotherham. It's not too far, it's about a 2-hour drive. Anyway, Rotherham only 1 win in their last 5, and they've lost all the others to Doncaster, Bolton beat Exeter, lost to Wimbledon, lost to Stockport. Mansfield a bit similar, not really doing that great in 13th at the moment, doing okay. Under Nigel Clough's probably getting the best out of that Mansfield side that he can really. Up in 13th place. Rotherham down in the relegation zone. Are they going to get relegated to League 2? I remember they were back in the Championship a few years back. Just been on the decline since then with the Steve Evans stuff as well. Mansfield and Rotherham have 2 wins apiece at Mansfield. Last time they did play was a frantic 3-3 draw on in April earlier this year. 1-0 win for Mansfield over Rotherham back in December 2024. Yeah, this one's a tough one. I think I'm going to back safe. No, I'm actually going to back Mansfield to win this. I'm going to go for a nice 2-1 Mansfield home win in this one just to get over the line, and Rotherham to get beat again. So yeah, back at Mansfield Town to win this by 2-1 over Rotherham. Northampton versus Bolton now then. Yeah, but Northampton have been doing really well apart from that 2-0 loss away to Wickham. They've been doing pretty good. Bolton have been alright. They've beat Wigan 4-1, just as you do at home against your local rivals. 1-1 away draw for Bolton away at Leyton Orient, 3-0. Home win for Bolton against Wimbledon, 1-0 Bolton. Home win against Rotherham in there as well. Bolton 3, Northampton 1 was the last time these sides did play. They do play each other on the 4th of January at 12 o'clock next time around. Bit of a weird kick-off time. That I think is to do with the Christmas schedule at the end of it. Anyway, do I back Bolton? I am going to back Bolton in this one. I'm just going to back them quite comfortably, or 3-1 away win. I know Northampton are okay, but I don't know why I just feel like Bolton will get some points here. So yeah, 3-1 away win at Sixfields for Bolton in this one. Get a nice victory on the board for them. So yeah, Bolton to win this by 3-1 over Northampton. Peterborough take on Lincoln now. Very, very good win for Peterborough. Back-to-back wins for Darren Ferguson and his Peterborough side as they beat Wickham and beat Plymouth at the weekend. They still sit 23rd in the relegation zone due to their absolutely horrible start. That they'll be looking to try and not repeat coming into these next set of games. Lincoln at home's always going to be a tough one, though. Very unlucky Lincoln last night to lose to Chelsea at home in the cup. They were leading that game. They did beat Luton at the weekend, so they did come into it under high momentum. Yeah, Huddersfield beat Peterborough. That was Peterborough's last loss in the league. That was a good fighting spirit as well shown from Posh. They have a good record against Lincoln at home. I just think Lincoln and Michael Scabala are a bit more well organised this season. Could he sit third in the table? Could have back a 1-1 draw. I just think Peterborough riding a bit of form at the moment. Lincoln losing to Chelsea. I know that probably hasn't took much sting out of them. So yeah, I'm going to back a 1-1 draw for two sides that are in okay form at the moment. So yeah, 1-1 between these two sides. Peterborough 1, Lincoln 1. Stockport take on Reading then as well at Edgeley Park. Stockport did beat Reading last season 3-1 and there was a 4-1 win. So Stockport have two brilliant wins over Reading and they'll be looking to do the same this year. I would imagine Reading getting a win over Leyton Orient last time out, just dragging them back outside the bottom three in League One. Stockport only a point off the playoffs now, considering I think they've had a pretty bad start, but obviously not if you look at it the other way round. Yeah, I think Wrexham beat Reading last night in the cup, but you'd expect Wrexham to beat Reading, wouldn't you? Stockport 1, Cardiff 1. Before they beat Rotherham away, good win that away win, good solid away win for Stockport. That not many teams, well, some teams go to Rotherham and struggle, don't they? I am going to back a Stockport home win quite comfortably, 3-1. I'm going to go. I think Reading will score because they always do offer something up front. So yeah, I'm backing Stockport to win this by 3-1 over Reading in this one. And then into the final game of the match week, and it is Wigan against Cardiff at the Brick Community Stadium. Wigan back-to-back losses for them, 4-1 home away at Bolton and then 2-0 loss at home to Wickham last night in the Carabao Cup. Both sides doing quite well to get to that round of Wickham, obviously advancing to the next round. Last time they did play was back in the Championship. It was a 1-1 draw in January 2023 and there was a 3-1 win for Cardiff back at Wigan. 3 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses for Wigan and same for Cardiff. Cardiff getting a very nice away win last night away at Burnley in there as well. Did lose at home to Bradford, which was a bit of a bummer of a result, really. Beat Doncaster though. So yeah, I am gonna back a. What am I gonna back in this one? I'm gonna back a nice. I think I'm actually gonna back Wigan to win this. The home form is usually quite good. I am actually going to back Wigan to win this. I'm going to go for a nice 2-1 home Wigan win over Cardiff in this one. And yeah, that'll round off my League One predictions for this week. So yeah, Wigan to beat Cardiff 2-1. Thank you very much for watching my League One Game Week 10 predictions. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Back with Championship predictions tomorrow, so don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff, and I'll speak to you all in the next one.